Hello and welcome to this episode. I'm davidinark. I appreciate you stopping by. This time we're going to take a look at a program called Auto Dealership Tycoon. I got it on Steam. It was on sale, and actually I saw someone else play it, and now off the top of my head I cannot remember who it was. It was either Squirrel or Fail Race. One of the two played this Auto Dealership Tycoon. It piqued my interest, so I thought I would play it. The general menu, when you first come up, it's got whether you want sound, whether you want music, walkthrough, I think is maybe pop-up tips. I can't remember. I turned them off. Anyway, so I'm going to play. I can continue a game. I'm going to create a new game. Yeah, fine. All right. So the tutorial, your CSR is your customer service rating. Money and CSR make the automotive world go round. Everything you do have an impact on your CSR. So if you sell out of cars, adjust your prices too high, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not going to read all that to you. So the idea is to get your dealership to make money. There are various pieces and parts, and we'll go over those when we get in there, and I'm just going to skip through this. Now, when you start out, you can start out with a Toyota license, a Hyundai license, Dub, and basically Toyota, of course, Toya, whatever, Toyota, Hyundai, VW, or you can just start out straight up with cash. Start with $145,000 in cash, and then you build your own place. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start with the Toya. And I'm going to do, let's just do easy. All right, dealer name, davidinark. Okay, so as you see here, you have various aspects of the screen. Now, you can't go side to side. All you can do is go up and down, which is kind of a pain, but it is what it is. You have your service department here. You can go to the service manager, and I'm just clicking my left mouse button. And here you can check your parts stocked. You notice that I can only have 100 points. Oh, you can't see my mouse. Up at the top, it says parts in storage, 100 parts out of 100 parts. Used car parts, I've got 50 in stock. I've also got 50 of the Toya parts in stock. You notice that we pay $25 per part, and the retail price is $50. As your dealership grows, you can buy other parts depending on which cars you add. You can also here set your labor cost. In the middle, it's a normal labor cost. If I come over to the minus, I've reduced my labor cost, meaning that's less money coming in. Likewise, I can do increased labor cost, which means my labor cost is more, but so that means that it'll cost more for people to get their vehicles fixed. That could come back to bite you if your prices are too high. Customers aren't going to come to get their car fixed at your dealership. So we're good here. To get out of any of these screens, click the X in the upper right-hand corner. Speaking of the upper right-hand corner, notice that we've got $20,000 currently in cash. The green flashing arrow telling us go to the sales manager. So the sales manager is where you go and you set your stock. So again, I have $20,000 in cash. You'll see that there's a dealer cost for each car. There is a sale price. That is the current price of each car. And then how many you have in stock. So right now we've got 3 Eris, 3 Chipolas, 2 4 Walkers, 2 Tongras, and then right now we can't even buy the rest of those yet. You also can look at your used car inventory. We have an Eris that cost us $3,500 to buy, and we're trying to sell it for $4,500, and also a Ball which cost us $9,000. We're trying to sell it for $10,500. So you can flip between your new and used cars. Immediately to the right there, you have a thing called hot cars. And every once in a while, you'll get cars that are considered hot and people are really, really buying. So you would want to keep those in stock, whether they're new or used. It doesn't matter. If people are really wanting a Ball, then you would want to purchase all the used Balls you can. Boy, did that sound wrong. Anyway, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so I've got $20,000 in cash. I'm going to go ahead and buy another Eris. And to buy a car, you just click on the car. Notice I now have 4. If I right-click on a car, I can change the sale price of the car. So if I decide I really want to try to get rid of these, maybe I want to only sell them for $9,000 instead of $9,050. Okay. All right, so here's that. I'm going to X out of that. You also, I already went to the service manager. You also have finance manager, which this is where it tells you your stats. It also allows you to see who the top 5 dealers are. You can buy a dealership as you earn more money. And I'm trying to think. I played with that a little bit. I don't remember exactly. I think that just adds to your overall worth. Anyway. We'll play with that at some point. Sales manager. You have your sales force. And so here I've got a sales manager and sales employees. I've got a finance manager, service employees. You can put out a search for new employees by finding employees in the lower right-hand corner. And then every so often, employees will come up for hire or employees will quit or get fired. And so you'll have empty spaces that you have to fill. Or, for example, the number, you have the person's name and then you have the skill number. And, of course, the better skill, then the better they are at selling or providing service or what have you. But then you also have how much their daily cost is. And so you have to watch all this stuff as you're going through the dealership. And finally, you have upgrades, and from here you can purchase things. For example, once I earn $62,000, I could buy the Funday dealership, and I could add the Dub and Heavy, which is Chevy, and Ford, which is Ford, and then there's other things you can buy that go in your particular dealership. So, for example, if I buy a TV, it cuts my cost per day by $50. Now, it costs me $2,000 to buy it. But there is no per cost day. Likewise, there's a vending machine, gives me one more service customer. So, I'm going to buy a vending machine and, let's put in Wi-Fi. What the heck? Let's put in a TV. Okay. So now you can see that we have our TV is over here underneath the word building. The Wi-Fi is up on the wall near the clock, and I can't remember what else I bought. You can also have a new building. So you start out with the basic building 1, and then you can work your way through the various buildings. All right, so that's enough of all the background. Okay, so what you do each time is in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see that it says it's Sunday. So I'm going to play through Sunday. All right, so Sunday comes, you see there's a service person that comes in. It tells you how many parts they bought, that kind of stuff. Customers come in, and they mill about, and then they look and see if they want to buy a car. So this guy bought a Cheapola, and they have a trade-in. Do we want to buy this trade-in? I can hit the X, or I can say yes. No, I don't care about that. Okay, so we're getting a lot of folks that who aren't really buying anything. Notice in the upper left-hand corner, I have a 70 CSR. I also have news, and then now that it's Monday, every Monday is a used car auction. So I can click on the car over here on the left, and we can go to the new car auction. So welcome to the auction. Currently, we have a 565. I've got $20,885. Notice that the bidding is going on. Basement motors going once, going twice. If I want to bid, I click the up arrow. If I just want to skip this car, then I can click the side arrow. Okay, here's a core. I don't really know much about a core. Here's a Funra. That's a cheap car. We'll try the Funra. So notice that I bid on it. Davidinark. Oh, Basement Motors outbid me. I can bid. I'm not going to pay more than $6,000. That's for sure. Twice and sold. So now I have a used Funra in my inventory. An 890C. That's a higher end car on here. I'm not going to buy that. That's crazy. Here's a Twang. Twangs go pretty decent. So. Midtown Autos 45. All right, well, we'll try it. I'll I'll see. I won't bid any more than this. If I get outbid, I'm gonna let it go. Okay, well I got it. Cool. All right, so I'm down to $10,000. Here's a Nuiscon, which is basically like a Nissan sort of. But there's that. Here's an Origin. I will tell you, Origins generally become hot cars. I don't want to spend $7,200. I only got $10,000. Here's a 990i, high-end sports car, $23,000. There's a Flash. So there's all. Now there you go, a Veloce. I'm not going to spend. Well, I don't even have $28,000. All right. So if I notice at the top on the left, it says cars left to auction 16. In the middle, used cars, I have 4 out of 36, so I can have 36 total. I've got 4 right now. Over on the right hand side again is my money. I'm done with the auction. I don't really care. We're not going to worry about that. So now I can go back to the service screen. Oops, sorry. The service manager, and notice that we sold a few parts of used car parts. Right, I only have 42 left. I started with 50, and we did a few of the actual Yotoya parts. I've got 46. So that's good. We're not burning through them. I'm just going to let those go. I can go to the finance manager, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we're going to play Monday. And again, we play through this. People come into the service department. And we also get people coming into the dealership. All right. Oh, crud. I forgot to reset the price of my used cars. Do I want the twang? Yeah, sure, we'll take the twang. Okay, so here's the problem with the new employees are for hire. You can sell used car for about 10 to 20%. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is go over to the sales manager and go to my used cars. Go away. And notice that my Funra, I bought it for $5,700 and I'm selling it for $5,700. So there's no profit there. So I'm going to sell it for 6. And the twang will sell for 5. And this other twang, okay, it's already at 5. So that's good. That'll work. So one thing when you go to a used car auction, you definitely want to reset the price of your used cars that you bought. And I'm good. Let's just play. I think you can use this arrow on the right-hand side next to the green question mark. There's an arrow there so I could speed things up. Okay, you'll get these little pop-up messages down in the right-hand corner. A customer's engine has seized. It is unclear if the customer had the proper routine maintenance done. Do you want to pay for the engine anyway? So if you say yes, then you're going to pay for that customer's engine. Chances are you'll get a plus on your CSR. If you say no, then you're not out the money, but you may also take a ding on your CSR. So I'm going to say no. Yep. So I lost a CSR. Did that say it cost me $2,000? Adjust my prices. It's Wednesday. We're going to call it good. I'm going to speed this up. I think. There we go. So now I can go super fast. I don't really care. We're just watching people come in and out. We're also not selling cars. There we go. A used twang. Notice that guy bought the warranty. So people can buy add-ons. So they can buy a sport package, a warranty. There's all kinds of different things they could add. A new audio system, some kind of electronics package. There's several things they can get. Notice here, I should be looking for new employees, and hot cars are the origin. So let's go to the employees. Notice here I have new employees up here. So my sales manager currently is Matt. He's a level 10 at $40. Ben is also a 10, but he's $50. No, I'm not going to pay more. Sales employee. Now, both of these new employees have a much higher rating. But, see, Dave is only $2 more than John. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to click on Chris and fire, yes. And then I'm going to hire Dave. Okay. Don is this Don. It's not that Don, different Don. He's a level 11, $32 a day. It's a little more than I'd care to pay, but sure, why not? So I'm going to fire one Don and hire the other Don. And I don't care about the sales manager at all. And I can't remember. No, I do not. Okay. So we'll get out of that. I've sold a couple of cars, so we better go look. Okay, Eris, I could buy a cheapola. Go away. So I better stock a cheapola, a 4-walker as well. Again, in the there's an Origin. So I should have bought the Origin before. So we'll get out of this. And let's see what we got. Oh, I probably should have checked service to see how many parts I had. But oh, man, I didn't see what he said. Ooh, not enough parts in stock. Okay. Purchased a warranty but was never registered. Yeah, that's okay. We'll take that. So we gain CSR, but we lose money. And again, I forgot to go buy parts, so I'm going to have to stock up some parts. Ooh, my storage is full. Oh, okay. So, excuse me. Oh, I should have exited tutorial. Didn't see that up there. I think that's good. Let's run through Friday. You'll notice that immediately above the day of the week, it also tells you the weather. Somebody defecated in the back seat? No. I don't care. That's ridiculous. Super rich buyers on the market. Don't forget to stock parts. We better check our parts. Actually, no, we're doing okay there on parts. Finance manager. Okay, here, exit tutorial. Thank you very much. And so that's basically the game. You keep doing what you're doing, and you keep buying cars, and you keep going through, and till eventually you build up your dealership or you go flat broke. The first time I played, I actually ran my CSR all the way to 0, but people still came, and really I did better when my CSR was 0 than when it was up higher. So I don't know what's the deal is with that, but I'll play this some more, and I just wanted to give you a quick intro to it so you could see what it was about. And we'll get out of that and tune in next time. I appreciate you stopping by. If you like the video, hit the like button down below. If you want to subscribe, please feel free to do so. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.